Hello, everyone. I'm back and getting ready to leave to go to CES. I decided to travel light, only bringing like my laptop and the Osmo Pocket 3 I got 2 days ago because I'm gonna film solo what I find, anyways. So we'll see how it goes, but I'll try to take you the trip with me. But I'm not really gonna switch to a vlogger, so. I made it at 1 a.m. to my hotel room at the Mandalay Bay, which is 4 a.m. Toronto time, so I slept until 10:30. Let's look at my hotel room. We have a very luxurious bathroom there, but I won't spend much time in my hotel room anyways. My only meeting for the day was be quiet at 12:30 at the Bellagio. Google Map quoted like an hour to do that, so I decided to walk 2 hours in advance and just look on the strip. One thing that was interesting was that in front of the Mandalay Bay, until New York, New York, there's not much to do. There's nothing on the other side, there's construction. I discovered an underground mall the last day of the trip, but you at the edge, the south edge of the strip, and there's a tramway to New York, New York if you want to take it, but there's not a lot like restaurants and things like that there. I made it to the Excalibur, and it was a perfect 10 degrees Celsius. You could see that there were a little more traffic and people over there. MGM is in front of it, and all those like hotel have shows that they announce on the billboard. You can also see all the palm tree that are doing really good in that climate, but at the same time they are not a species of tree that grow um, directly in Nevada. So they all imported and probably cost a lot, but when you're a casino, you don't care. New York, New York was next. And it's kind of amused me that you have the Statue of Liberty and almost next to it you have the Eiffel Tower. One thing that I found interesting is to avoid traffic and accident, they build a lot of pathway that go over the strip. So you have to use them to cross, but this way it's way more effective, especially at night. I continue to walk north on the strip, and you can see like more and more hotel. Finally found a CVS and Walgreen to buy cheaper bottle of water and snack for the evening. You can see the Eiffel Tower I was mentioning earlier. It was nice to see the Vegas Strip during the day, which is a total different experience that at night. I made it to the Bellagio in advance, and there was no fountain show, but I found a Starbucks close to it, so I grabbed a coffee and breakfast while I was waiting for my appointment. After that, I visited the hotel lobby and the shop around it. I made it to the Be Quiet suite for my appointment at 12:30. You can see I made a full video about that experience on the channel. I then took a taxi for the Las Vegas Convention Center and just decided to walk randomly the 4 hour that was there. U Green was the first booth that caught my eyes. So I went there and checked their AI enabled NAS. Their idea is to they put a GPU or you have a eGPU port so you can do all your encoding or querying AI locally and not have to do it in the cloud. After that, I continued to walk a little the first hall just to see what else could I found that would interest me. Oh, and there's a lot of smart gimbal with tracking. I need to contact them and see if I can try one. But that was kind of interesting to see how it follow you and adjust everything. Then I found this booth with gaming accessories and controllers. But the employee there didn't want me to film anything because he said there's a lot of people that just go at CES and try to copy the design they find. So it was pretty chill when you realize that I have a gaming channel and I'm not like here to copy the controllers and those products. Pretty sure I saw hundreds of keyboards there. So many mechanical keyboard with different switches, design, color, and logos. There were walls and walls and walls of them. So at one point you get sensory overload and you're like, I don't know which one to look at. Or they did try to put the brand by and regroup them by industry. So when you would get to a keyboard, you would have a lots of them with different booths. Mini Forum were there at the CES, and they had a lot of mini PCs, some for gaming, some for editing. They were showing the capability of their mini PC with some game here. A lot of different AI robot there, a lot of them autonomous. I'm mostly in your AI though because it's less interesting for me. I was mostly there for the second day with all the hardware maker at the Venetian. It was mid-afternoon and I got very hungry, so I stopped at the food court at the Las Vegas Convention Center and grabbed one of those orange chicken. It was quite average. X-Ray were next to try their glass with 3D. I need to contact them. The wait at the booth was way too long for me to stop to try some of their product, but it looks super interesting. Spent some time at the Gamerster line booth. They had walls of controller and they look premium. I didn't know the brand. And we're talking about all effect joystick and why those were better than like regular or Core Pro, like Xbox Core Elite controller for the Xbox. So I'll definitely need to check that brand and maybe try some of the controller. There was so much to see at their booth. They really did a great job, like to get people attention. Like this part was just anti-stick drift controller, mostly focused on Xbox controller. Newegg also had a booth at CES showing a bunch of different gaming product from partners. I look a little quick there at the booth, but like I was more focused on like straight boot from the maker versus Newegg. RAM is unaffordable now, but like now we have LCD on them to see their speed. Not sure that's gonna help. EB do also add a booth at the Las Vegas Convention Center, and Sheesh was also visiting the booth at the same time I was there. A lot of people were talking about gaming. You could see 80s there, and you can try many of their controllers and see the design there. My arcade booth was next, and you could see a bunch of the retro console. I still have one that I need to review that has terrible input lag, but I didn't mention it to them. So gaming was not really the focus on CES, but from time to time you would walk to a booth like this one and be like, oh, this is nice. Like there's some gaming item there, and then I would spend time trying things at the booth and talking with the staff there. LG had their giant booth, and they were next for me. You can see here one of their transparent TV that is super bright. It was interesting to see iSense and LG booths there, but I feel that after like seeing hundreds of TV, like all better than the previous one, you kind of lose like focus and you get just like sensory overload. I was also curious to see Miko RGB TV, which seems to be the new thing this year. And I did spend time with the staff talking about all the different TV. They also had like the Japanese press that were doing a private tour while I was there. But the staff were still like super open to let us know like if we had question about the TV. I didn't stop at the iSense booth. They had those 5K monitor that was super interesting, and then two gaming monitor, one what was at 300 hertz, and they were showing Phantom Blade Zero on it. The two staff that I met there were francophone from Montreal, so they were talking about doing a mini CES, maybe in Toronto, like in April. So we exchanged contacts, so we'll see. But like they were super friendly and explaining everything to me, so I really appreciate their time. The convention center closed at 6, so everyone were getting out. That was like the end of the day. I decided to walk a little in the north part to see like the Strat Tower and see if I could grab a quick dinner. One place that was mentioned by local to eat good, affordable food was Tacos El Gordo, and I ended up walking in front of it next to the convention center, so I got to steak tacos there. After that, I decided to walk the strip back at night to my hotel, where I was grabbing food and snacks and water. Um, before getting to the hotel. So I feel that was like a very good way to start CES.